I was hoping it was gonna stay autumn for a little bit longer, but it's actually winter weather. We had -4 last night. That's the first proper frost, which actually killed off a few plants. We're gonna look into that. Also, we need to help the chickens because the water is frozen. Yeah, a lot to do. Let's get into it. Hey, and what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Farm Dream. My name is Raymond and this is our dream. We're actually gonna start with the chickens because I need to get the waterer sorted. I already did one and put that back in. Actually, the door is frozen as well. Hello. Hi. All right, so it's mainly this one. I already fixed the other one, put it inside. It was underneath, but it just kept on freezing. So this is pretty much frozen. The water's not really coming out. So let's heat this up. Let's put some new water inside and let's put it back in. So that's about it for the waterers. Next up, I just want to make sure that they have a warm spot inside. So I'm gonna fit up the laying nest with a lot of straw to make sure they have a place to go when they get really cold. All right, that's all the chicken stuff done. Let's move to the front yard and prep some beds for winter. Now we got 2 beds over here at the front garden. We got one over here that has some kale, some leek, some spring onion and some beetroot. And we got the big red cabbages over here. Now kale can stay in. Spring onion we're gonna try and just leave it in and see how it performs. The leek can stay in for a little bit longer as well. Red cabbage we probably need to take out. They can take light frost, but not as much as they're getting right now. So I'm gonna harvest those. They are ready. We just kept them in because we didn't really need them yet for cooking. So I'm gonna make some red cabbage maybe tonight. Now the other bed is actually where I wanna work on today. I just want to take everything out, cut it down into pieces, put some of it back on top, some of it in the compost bin. We got a few radishes here. They didn't really make it. I have a really small bulb. Next to that, the palm cabbage. We just don't like the position of it. We're gonna make some new palm cabbage in the new land. So I'm just gonna take this down, chop it up and use it as a mulch for next year. And other than that, we have the rucola and the spinach. It all just didn't make it. It was already too cold when we got it in. It was a good trial, but it just didn't work. So the plan is to take everything out here and then chop it up, put it back on top and let it sit. I'm gonna put a tarp on top and just let it sit until next year. Then we'll have a beautiful bed ready to go. I just wanted to take out the radishes here and show you guys what we got because it did actually work. And I'm actually quite surprised because we put these in really late. I was hoping they would go a little bit faster, but it just didn't happen. We didn't have a lot of light anymore. But there's a few small bulbs here, and this is actually a really cute tiny one. We can still eat these, so we actually have some harvest right now, even though it's already almost December. So now that we did our harvest from the bed, let's start chopping stuff up. And this is actually something I found at the channel of Hugh Richard. I'll leave a link down below. He basically chops everything up that's still in here into small pieces, puts it back on top, and let it sit underneath a cover. That way it will all decay, and when spring comes next year, you pull off the cover and actually the bed is ready to use. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get everything out, chop everything up, and put it back on. Everything is chopped up and ready, and the next step is actually something I'm really excited about because it's adding a layer of compost, and we're gonna try and use our homemade compost. We added this compost bin here 7 months ago, and we've been filling up the top with straw anything that came from the vegetable that was green, the chicken poop. We also added some wood chips, some coffee grounds. We just added loads of things really. So let's open it up at the bottom. Oh, that was the rope. At the bottom here and see what we got. Okay, that is actually not the best. I was expecting better. As you can tell, there's quite a lot of wood chips still in there. So it's actually not decomposed that good on the outside here. Let's dig further inside and see how it's looking. So when digging a little bit further, I can see that it's actually decomposed quite a bit, and we can definitely start using this. I'm actually really excited about this. This is the first time that we actually use this bin, and the decomposition is quite okay. We didn't put in the right amounts. We just stuck everything in there that we could find really. We're just gonna improve on this next year. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger, not here, but on the allotment. And by making it bigger, we can create a hotbed. And I think that will decompose the rest as well. Let's put this on the land and let's put the tarp on top and finish the bed. And now to end with this bed, we're gonna put a layer of landscape fabric on top. I'm gonna cut it to size, get it in place, put some stones on top, get some weight on there so it doesn't blow away. And then the bed is done for winter. And there we have it, the bed is ready for winter. All we have to do is let it sit like this until spring, take off the cover, and it's ready for another year of planting. Really happy about this. My hands are freezing cold. There's one more thing I want to do, and then we might call it a day. Oh, actually, two more things. One over here, harvesting the red cabbage because it's just always fun to harvest. And then we have to go to the allotment because there's one more problem we need to tackle. Okay, I couldn't find any small scissors, so we're gonna use this to harvest. I'm just gonna start with this one over here. Let's try and cut it at the base. And there we have it, dinner for tonight. I'm just gonna leave the other two in for now. It's not gonna be that much for us coming up, so we can leave them in, eat them maybe next week. For now, this is dinner. Let's go to the allotment and fix the final problem. Okay, we're back on the allotment, and it's actually really weird being here since everything is frozen, but we are here to fix the mole problem. As you can see, the mole is still really active here, and it actually has been creating this nice track over here and destroying everything. So I really need to fix this. I actually had a lot of comments on Instagram and on YouTube saying a few things I could try. I looked up some stuff as well, and one thing that I did do is probably use the thing that we already have wrong. So we're gonna place that in a different direction. And also, another tip that I got is putting some bottles upside down into the holes. So let's get to it, try these things and see if we can fix it. All right, everything is in. I have one of the devices in here, one in the back. Now, I have a feeling there's more than just one mole, but in the back also the beer bottles, the wind blows against them, they create a sound that they dislike. It's a little bit the same as the devices though, also creates a sound that they dislike. One is electric and one is just by wind. So we'll see if this helps out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to live the farm dream.